Good evening, Cecil County and the world. Rob Churnside here for Cecil TV. It is May the 13th, and we're kind of tying everything together as the summer season really starts to begin and heat up. We have our musical guest tonight is Del Lord, the Hillbilly Hedgehog, playing some mountain music and Appalachian music. And if you think about it, that Appalachian music, I'm dressed in my American national pastime outfit, baseball. But before baseball, there were the Scottish Games, way back in the day, brought over here from Scotland to the U.S. And along with that, the music, the Hillbilly Mountain music, was also brought over. So here we are, fast forward to 2024, and we have with us the president of the board of the Scottish Games, Doc, and the secretary, John Dixon. Yes. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Doc, you were telling me that this is the 62nd annual Scottish Games here at Fair Hill. How long have these Scottish Games been going on, from Scotland and forever?
I would say they've only been going on for about 1,000 years.
Oh, that's all?
That's all.
Wow. And some of the aspects of the Scottish game is pretty rough, right?
Well, of course, this was when all the men got together and having a little festival, and of course everybody wanted to show the other one up, so they had to come up with some big games of skill, and usually there was a lot of strength involved in those various games.
Fortification.
Oh, take care of yourself.
Now, the one that comes to, I think, for everybody's mind is the one where they had the big giant log and they try and...
The caber.
The caber.
Caber.
Caber. Okay.
Caber toss.
With the C.
Tossing a caber is like, if you can imagine, a telephone pole, about the same weight, and they just set it up straight, and the athlete has to grab it and literally reach underneath it and pick it up from the ground, balancing it on his shoulder, then running forward, and the object is to be able to flip it so that it lands at 12 o'clock. And if it doesn't flip, I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter how far it goes. It has to be.
Correct. You have to be able to flip it totally.
And there's a lot of athletes and a lot of games. We should probably let our viewers know it's this Saturday, May 18th, at Fair Hill Racetrack, right?
Mm-hmm. Right next to it,
8
yes.
8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And what about tickets? How do you get tickets?
John?
Tickets are available online at fairhillscottishgames.com. .org. Minimum boo-boo myself. .org. The tickets are there, right there in a purchase here now. We have the Scotch tasting tickets there as well, which we were talking about briefly before the show. So yeah, everything can be purchased there. They're $25 for adults, $20 for senior students, first responders, $10 for children, and any child under 6 is free.
Wow. That's a pretty good deal because it's all-day event.
All day.
Food as well?
Food. We have a food vendor court. We have the clan egg, which is all the clans of Scotland. We have 30 clans from Scotland, including associations like the Brotherhood of Kilted Veterans, the St. Andrews Society of Baltimore, Eastern Shore. We've got a Gaelic language village where you can learn to speak Gaelic and learn to sing in Gaelic. We have the reenactment group, the Empire of Adria, doing medieval and Renaissance reenactment of armaments and warfare. We're honoring this year Arthur Macara, our veteran of 30 plus years, retiring from the board, and our master of piper and drums, and he will be honored at the opening day ceremonies. We've got the tea room. We've got Charlie Zahm and Gemma the piper over in the pub tent with brews by Elk River Brewing.
You said pub tent.
Pub tent.
Not pub tent, pub tent.
Pub, P-O-P, yes. And we have Albanach on the main stage with the Devil's Brigade, formerly American Rogue. We have Celtic Magic. So we've got, music, fun, family, all throughout the day.
And how many bands do we have now? Pipe, drum?
We have 10. I believe there's going to be 8 to 10 in the mass band's opening day. We're going to do clan and mass band parade, a little different this year. And the thing about this is when you enter near the wall building there at the fairgrounds, if many people have been to the Cecil County Fair, you sort of move over to the vendors village, to the village of the clans, and then back over to the main games arena where they have the heptathlon. and then you can go over to the tea room and then make your way around to the pub tent and end up over at the main stage. So it's easy to walk. It's not a lot of traveling, and there's plenty of free parking. So yeah.
Let's not forget the sheepdog demonstration.
The sheepdogs are not going this
No?
year. Unfortunately, we had
ill.
a illness in the sheepdog guy, and there's not many of them left. It's a dying breed. It's the same with our fiddles. Not a lot of people are in competitive fiddling anymore. We tried a jamboree last year, and that kind of worked, but we don't have the fiddling competition anymore. So, and that's not it's not just us. This is something throughout the Scottish, games. But we do have our dancing. We do have our dancing competition. We have the pipe competition. We have our athletics, and we have all the music and food and fun.
And haggis with whiskey gravy.
Haggis with whiskey gravy.
Don't want to miss that, folks. So, $25 general admission, www.fairhillscottishgames.org. And is it a rain or shine event?
Well, in Scotland, it's not about the weather, it's about your clothing. There's nothing like weather, there's no bad weather, it's just bad clothing.
Oh, that's right. So dress appropriately, folks. And we'll see you all at the Scottish Games. Did I miss anything?
Be there.
Be there. Yeah, be there.
Have a great time.
Oh, Friday night in Elkton. I'm sorry. We have the Friday night kickoff event, third annual event in Friday night. We've got the March of the Clans, the beer blessing at Elk River Tap Room, free concert by Charlie Zahm and Gemma Bagpiping, and also Celtic Magic, and the third annual Bonnie Knees contest. This was our first year recipient winner of the Bonnie Knees. So wear your best kilt and show your knees, and you might win a nice prize.
So I guess that means I have to take my ace bandage off one day.
That probably gives you some credit.
The more scars, the better.
Thank you, gentlemen. You lads have a great time. I'm going to be searching the United States for musical acts. But I know it's going to be a good one, rain or shine.
Yes,
Rain or
rain or
shine.
shine.